You want to get paid some copywriting royalties, some copywriter royalties, some commission payments based on the results you're generating for clients? Awesome! Because that's what we're going to be talking about today. It is Mailbox Monday. Monday. It's the day that I answer your questions about copywriting, marketing, freelancing, business building, and more. And today's question comes from Sally. Sally says, Roy, my biggest question for you is how to get recurring clients who will pay a fee and commissions. How does this work? And if you have a question that you'd like to have answered in an upcoming Mailbox Monday episode, check the link in the description to ask me your question. Also, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Do everything you can to engage with this episode so you get more content like this delivered to you, and so those magical algorithms behind the internet know to share this with more people like you who will find it valuable. Let's talk about how to get you royalties. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. All right. Before we dive in, today's episode is sponsored by me. As always, I want you to check the link in the description to Copywriting Royalties and Pay for Performance. If you want to get paid royalties, there is only so much that I can cover in a short daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. There's a lot more that I can cover in that in-depth training specifically about that topic. So check the link in the description. There's also bonus training on all those little clauses that go into copywriter contracts, what they mean, and what you should look out for. All of that is in that training. It's part of BTMSinsiders. Check it out. Links are in the description, and let's dive in. Okay, first things first. You absolutely need the right kind of client, the right client to get paid copywriter royalties. So back in 2005, when I discovered copywriting, I learned that there was such thing as royalties and that some copywriters got paid like commissions or whatever based on generating sales. And then I promptly got a job with a publisher who did not share the same belief that copywriters should get paid based on royalties. So I got this marketing job and, I was learning, but I started generating results pretty quick. We ended up putting them on the Inc. magazine list of America's fastest growing businesses. The guy who owned the company ended up building the most expensive house in the county based on the success of that business and selling that business or selling a stake in that business. But all along when I was working in marketing, he would not pay me based on results generated. Eventually, the president of the company, who knew that, I was kind of he strongly encouraged me to move to sales because he knew he might have trouble keeping me if he didn't start paying me based on results that I was generating. He knew that was kind of my mentality. And I did move to sales, and I was still able to use my marketing skills over there. I was able to generate leads for myself. I was able to do all sorts of things that were marketing, but that drove specifically sales results for myself. And I was able to get paid a commission while I was doing sales, and I increased my income by quite a bit in the sales role. And so the important distinction there, you're never going to get paid royalties from a copywriter that does not view, or from a client that does not view copywriters as a sales role. You're not going to get paid royalties from a client who says, oh, copywriters, that's just part of marketing, and marketing is just something businesses have to do. It's like it supports our business, but it's not highly valuable in itself, versus the business that says, hey, copywriters generate our leads, our customers, our sales, our profits. And that's like the most important thing in our business, because without that, we don't have a business. And so if a client values copywriting as a sales role, they're going to be far easier to negotiate a royalty or commissions or some kind of performance payment arrangement with them. Even better, if that client already has systems in place to pay based on performance. I have dealt with clients who have been happy to do that, but that I've had to chase them down because they didn't have the systems in place. So it helps to ask, okay, so is this something you've ever done before, right? Do you have a system to pay the royalties? A great way to ask this is, when you've paid royalties in the past, have you typically done that on a monthly basis or quarterly basis? Because they're going to then have to tell you when they paid it, and they're going to give you an indication that they have that system in place. Now, typically where you'll find these clients are in the direct response industries, So things like financial publishing, health publishing, alternative health supplements, that sort of thing. A nice little something I've never taught before is that also you may look specifically at companies that have affiliate programs. If they have an affiliate program, they recognize the value of marketing to actually drive sales, business results, revenue. And it does not mean that they will necessarily pay royalties, and it doesn't mean, but they are already paying based on performance of marketing. And so companies with affiliate programs may be more likely to pay you commissions or pay you royalties. It's also good to try and figure out if the company, if most of their revenue comes from copy. So a great example is the big Agora publishing empire. Like that is a gigantic business, well over $1 billion a year across its multiple companies. And the majority of their revenue comes from copywriting, from copy, from sales copy. And they are also a company that's known for paying royalties. And so like if most of their revenue comes from copy, they're more likely to be the type of company that is going to pay based on success there. Okay. I know there's more details that we could cover, and I cover more details in that royalties training, but we have to move on. The next thing you need to consider in the context of this, even if you have the right client, if you're not writing the right kind of copy to get copywriter royalties, you're not going to get paid royalties. And the biggest distinction, and I talk about this in my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, link is in the description. The biggest distinction here is that this copy is close to the sale, meaning, let me give you an example. A prospect on the client's email list reads an email that you wrote. They click through to a sales page, video sales letter, whatever, landing page that you wrote. From that landing page, they are sold a product and they click a link to go to the order page for that product. You wrote that order page too. They, on that order page, enter in their name, address, credit card information, etc., and press buy. The money goes from the now customer's bank to your client's bank account, and there is a direct connection between the copy that you wrote and the sale. That is a great type of copy to get paid royalties or commissions on, because the client can see the direct link between what you wrote and the sales generated. If your copy is generating traffic for their website, or if it's, if it's driving visitors to a page that already existed that sells the product, it's going to be a lot harder to justify. So the closer you are to the sale, the easier it is to justify royalties or commissions. And importantly, like any kind of measurable business results that are valuable to the client could be a way that you could get commission, that you could get royalties. So, I often list off leads, customer sales, and profits. There is still the potential to, for example, be able to generate leads and get paid a commission, to generate people who sign up and say, okay, I want to book a call with your sales team. Okay, maybe you can get a performance payment on that. If you define the average value of one of those calls, that can be a great way to define what your royalty might be. But again, it's all about generating measurable business results. And one little benchmark that you can use is if you look at your fee. So let's say the fee is around $10,000, right? And even $10,000. You want your copy to generate at least 20 times your fee for the client to make it financially a no-brainer decision for that client. Now, they may be happy if you generate 5 times your fee, right? It's buying money at a discount, especially if it is some very, very high margin product like publishing. But if you generate at least 20 times your fee for your client in revenue generated, and that means your fee itself was 5%. And if you were to also collect a 5% royalty on that, well, then you would have earned 10% of the total revenue. If the revenue keeps going up from there, you're earning a smaller percentage, but of course your royalty checks are still stacking up. So at that point, it becomes a total no-brainer for the client. If it's much less than that, it becomes less of an obviously smart financial decision, considering all the other expenses associated with advertising and product fulfillment. Okay, next up is the right mindset to get copywriter royalties. So I have turned away many clients who I thought I would love to work with, whose products and services I was excited about, etc., who just didn't make sense to work with because they were, for whatever reason, they were not willing to pay royalties. And so the mindset that gets you paid royalties, commissions, performance payments, whatever you want to call it, is the mindset where you believe that it is a condition, or you define it as a condition of doing business with you. And so if somebody wants to work with you, they have to pay royalties, they have to pay commissions. If you make it optional, they will take the option not to do it. So you have to make it be that this is what you do. This is what you do as a copywriter, is you get paid royalties based on the performance of your copy. And then importantly, if this is a condition of doing business with you, that means you have to be willing to walk away if they won't. And that can be very hard to do, but it's something that you have to do if you want to make sure that you get paid royalties. If it's always an option, they will choose to not pay it. But if you do want to get paid it, you have to make it not optional. Now, I do have a little bonus topic in here. When royalties won't work, what do you do? When royalties won't work, what do you do? Well, you can come up with alternative pay-for-performance arrangements. So, for example, traffic agencies may pay or may earn based on a percentage of traffic spend, or on a tiered fee structure based on how much somebody is spending on Facebook ads or YouTube or Google ads or whatever, right? So come up with some alternative pay-for-performance structure. You can define bonuses, etc. If they're not willing to pay royalties or directly tie it to the revenue generated, you could say, can we hit certain KPIs? Can we hit certain benchmarks? If your conversion rate is this much, how much is the bonus payment that I get for that? If you generate X amount of sales, what's the bonus payment that I get for that? And so you can come up with these alternative pay-for-performance arrangements. That's a lot of what I talk about in the Copywriting Royalties and Pay-for-Performance for people who are interested in going beyond the traditional direct response niches. You can define your business compensation structure however you want. And if you're getting clients results and they are essentially buying money at a discount by hiring you, they're going to come back over and over again, and it's going to be a recurring thing. So check out the link in the description to the Copywriting Royalties and Pay-for-Performance. It'll help you negotiate those. It'll help you define those deals. Also, you can check out the link to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com/ask, where you can ask your question to have it answered in an upcoming Mailbox Monday episode. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, engage with this episode. And every episode, every day, I'm here trying to help you increase your marketing genius, your copywriting genius, your freelance, your business genius, and understanding how royalties work and how you can get paid based on the performance of your marketing. Hey, that's a pretty genius thing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next episode. See you soon. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.